Hello everybody, this is Jane the Haunter, and today we have to unbox and set up is not a new for 2023 or 2022 animatronic, but this is an animatronic from the 2021 Halloween season that I have owned since the 2021 season, but I have just not done a great video on it, and there is a demo of it on my channel already, but this is going to be on the Spirit Halloween 2021 Beetlejuice animatronic. And here he is out of his box, out of his shipping box. And as I said before, I have opened this already, so I am well aware that it works, and this is obviously not going to be... It might be packaged similarly as to if it was brand new, because I keep all the packaging and repackage my animatronics back in the box like they were when they were new to help extend their lifespan and lifetime so that the parts are not getting just thrown around in the box. So I did purchase this during the season online because my stores were really bad with stock that year because of shipments, and then as soon as I received mine, my store had 8 of them. They showed up out of nowhere, and then the next day they were all gone. So that's what it's like shopping at Spirit Halloween here in Corpus Christi. Nothing lasts at the stores. So we're gonna go ahead and open this box, and as I've said, I have opened this before, so it might not be packaged exactly like it was new, but it will be packaged relatively close. So at the top, I believe, is the box with his head and everything in there. And then there is going to be all of his parts down there, all in the packaging. So let me pull out all the parts and then we'll show you what he has. Here are all of the pieces out of the box. You have the bottom part of the tombstone, 4 poles, the turning mechanism, the body pole, the shoulder frame, the adapter, the 2 legs, the control box, which will have the hardware and stuff inside of it, 2 arms left and right, the shoulder form, instructions, base, head, and 2 feet, the shirt, tie with sensor, and the pants with the waist bracket in it. And then your biggest piece, which is going to be his tombstone back there. So now let's start putting them together. Your first step is going to be snap locking on the 4 skinny poles into the base, and then dropping on the tombstone's bottom portion down to the bottom and making it flush with the base. Afterwards, you're going to slide on the actual tombstone itself over the poles. After sliding on the tombstone, you're going to go ahead and grab the pants and line up the holes on the inside with the 2 poles sticking out, ensuring that the white piece of fabric is in the front. And now you can go ahead and slide on the leg foam, ensuring that the parts with the holes are going over the poles as intended, and then sliding through the thicker ends through the legs. Now you're going to snap lock the torso turning mechanism onto the poles. The next thing you're going to do is grab the square tube body pole and snap that into the torso turning mechanism. Now the torso turning pole does have a hole on both sides. You're going to want to make sure that the plastic hook that holds the control box is in the back portion of the pole, so that way when you latch on the control box, the speaker is facing towards Beetlejuice's front. Your next step is going to be grabbing the plastic mold and screwing that onto the thick black pole, and then you're going to grab the vacuum form shoulder form and place that on top, and then screw it in with the pre-included screws. Afterwards, you're going to screw on the head, and now would be the perfect time to plug in the wires coming from the torso turning mechanism and the head to ensure that the torso turning and mouth get power. Now we're going to start dressing him. Now you can go ahead and find those straps that are inside of the pants on Beetlejuice and attach those onto the solid plastic shoulder frame. Now you can go ahead and grab that piece of white cloth that is attached to his pants and Velcro that to the vacuum form shoulder frame. The next thing that you're going to do is just pull the clothes to the front of him, just to kind of somewhat get him somewhat decent. And now your next step is going to be to feed the arms through the sleeves and then slide them into the pre-drilled holes onto the solid plastic form and then zip tie in to make sure that they stay on. Now you're going to partially button Beetlejuice's shirt, and why I say partially is because you will now have to put on his tie and feed the motion sensor wire through the shirt and plug it into the control box. And now you can go ahead and button up his shirt and suit. Now your final step is going to be putting on the shoes, and an optional step, which I would think is very crucial, is you are going to pose the arms. This is just kind of how roughly I posed them. But yeah, now you can plug them in and watch them go. And your setup is now complete.
I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. And the ghost with most did.
I personally really enjoy this guy. I don't mind that he doesn't look much like Beetlejuice at all, but it's still the best looking Beetlejuice we've gotten. And I'm overall pretty pleased with him. I love that they incorporated the aspect of the tombstone that he was sitting on in the movie. I think it's super cool.
You look like somebody accurately.
And I love that he has pretty decently long phrases from the movie.
Get out of here, because I gotta tell you, this death thing, it's just too creepy. See, here's the problem. I got these friends on the outside that I said I'd meet, and it's the kind of thing I have to be there in person, So I was just wondering, could you help me get out of here?
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.
Business school, I traveled quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. And the ghost